So when you're in flow, I want you all to be aware of this, because this has caught me out on occasions, and when you fall into this bracket, it'll become costly. You'll lose money, and I don't want you to do that. So you'll either cock up deals, or you'll go into business or something like that without doing all your due diligence because of being in flow and the repercussions of that. If it creates complacency, you'll end up getting burnt. So an example of what I had, a real example of this last year, was when I was training for the double Ironman. I had to swim 2.4 mile. So each of my training sessions were 2.4 mile swims, and I was just doing them every single time. It had become just kind of turning up. It was, what's the word? It was, what's the thing I'm looking for? It was what, sorry? It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It was going through the motion. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, going through the motions, that's right. So it was kind of going through the motions because I'd got so good and so comfortable at swimming 2.4 mile. So when I actually came to the event, 1 week out to the event, I was winding down. So my coach was bringing all my training back down. I was only doing like 2, 3, 4 mile runs, 10 mile on the bike, and shorter swims, because it was about the recovery now. It was about me having no injuries and going into the event really fresh. So a couple of days out, I had a swim, and it was a 1 mile swim, bearing in mind I'd been swimming 2.4 miles every single time. So I was kind of like, I can't really be arsed with this. It's going to take half an hour to get my kit on. It's half an hour to drive to the River Tees. I've got to get in the water. And then because it's only a mile, there's not really a point I can leave my car. So it means I'm going to have to get out and fucking walk back down the riverbank and get out. And I really couldn't be arsed with it because I knew how easy it was and it was kind of pointless. So I get in the water with my swimming coach. And I slides into the water, and it was fucking freezing anyway, because it was 8 degrees, the water temperature. Like, if you think this is cold, it was fucking, this makes this fucking red hot. So I got in the water, you might like to hear this, and I was fucking freezing. And I was like, fucking hell, like, the water temperature's dropped even more. And I said to my coach, as the temperature dropped, and he said, no, I've took the temperature this morning, it's 8 degrees, it's the same as what you've been swimming in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So I kind of warming up a little bit, and I'm not warming up. And I say to him, fuck me, mate, the temperature must have dropped. And he's like, it hasn't. So then I think in my head, I must have a rip in my wetsuit, because I'm like, literally, I'm getting colder. I'm not warming up, I'm getting colder. So I said to him, is there a rip in my wetsuit at the back? And he goes, let me have a look, turn round. And I turn round, and he starts laughing. And in my wetsuit had not been fastened up. So from my zip here at the bottom, my entire wetsuit was like that, just letting the whole fucking River Tees come down my back. And I'd got that cold in the water because of it, I couldn't swim. I swam about 200 metres, got cold water shock, and he had to get me out of the water. I physically couldn't, my body just fucking froze up. Bearing in mind, this is a few days out from me doing the event. I had to just put it down to that. I was just fucking mega complacent. When I was going in the water each time, I was fastened up, I had all my kit on, and I just went in, because it was only a 1 mile swim, I got complacent. So even though I'm aware of this, I still get caught out by it sometimes. So I want you to be mindful, guys, because once you start to get results from property, and you get your first deal, your second deal, and money starts to come, that's when you'll start to get complacent, because you'll go, hey, this is fucking easy, and I'm making money. I've just bought that property, it was 15, 20 grand below market value, I've sold it, whatever, and I've made this money. And when you start to get that, and that first time you go, fucking hell, this is easier than what I thought, the chances are you are going to be exposed to that. And I don't want you to be, because it can be costly.